You start.
You start.
I said for you to start. You can't say you start after I say you start. It's ridiculous.
How are we supposed to start?
I said you start.
We haven't been on in a while.
But I said you start. You can't say, it's like calling shotgun. Then you calling shotgun after that.
I don't
You
even
can't do
understand. By the way, I don't even understand that. I don't, wait, remember? I don't understand paper, rock, scissors. Wait a second. Okay, I think I'm the only person on the planet that
Do
doesn't
you know the
get
one
it.
potato, two potato? You know how
I
that
love
works?
one potato, two potato, hot
I mean,
potato.
You
You're
can
my
get rid
hot.
of the kiss.
You're my
Can't
hot.
get the kiss out of the way.
Get rid of it. Get
You know, I mean, get it out of the way.
Oh my God, that is
Get it
awful.
over with.
Do you believe that? Get it over with?
You know, I mean, like, we got to do it, so
I'm
do
not even
it.
wearing lipstick, which, by the way, I really believe lipstick sales must be down due to the mask. Not that we're wearing one now, but if you were to wear one, you wouldn't want it stained with lipstick. Kiss me, you fool. I look forward to your kisses every day of the week, and they make me happy. But hello, Monday, we meet again. What?
Nothing.
Well, there are so many quotes that'll say, you know, you never have a problem with Monday if you love what you do. You'll never work a day in your life if you love what you do. Okay? And we love what we do. Okay?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean, okay, that we like everything that we have to do to get the job done.
Right.
So there may be parts of your job, okay, that kind of, you know, bring you down and you kind of get stuck in the weeds, like, oh, I don't want to do that. But for the most part, overall, okay, for us, and it's not just COVID, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so forth.
No, well, it used to matter when I was doing weddings. And
Okay.
Stuff,
Oh, so
you know,
so share that experience. What you mean by that? With the difference between, I guess, a weekend.
Well,
event?
right, when you work, during the wedding career, obviously most weddings are on the weekend.
Yes, most of.
So I was working, Saturdays, mostly Sundays,
Hey, Alice.
so we would do our stuff together on Mondays and Tuesdays. That would kind of
And
be
Wednesday
like
and Thursday.
Wednesday and Thursday.
And whenever you
right.
weren't shooting, except
Yeah.
when we
No,
got
I
close
didn't
to a
shoot
shoot
every
day.
single wedding.
Hey, when we got close to
Well,
shoot day, he woke up and he'd
no.
go. It would be it was equivalent to actually
So-
what I think people feel with the Monday blues.
So
Hey,
Tariq,
Tariq. Hello,
up?
hello, you wonderful man, you. Okay, so the Monday blues are a real thing for a lot of people.
They are.
Okay,
Yeah, but not me.
and not me. So I think, so what are the Monday blues? Okay, so to define them, they're a set of negative emotions at the beginning of the work week, and especially if you're not happy with work.
Yeah,
It's
we miss-
very often
we miss you
related
too.
to work, right? Hi,
Yes.
Gabby. So, the thing is, you may feel sluggish, you may feel tense, you may feel overwhelmed, lazy, lack of interest, no zeal, no enthusiasm, That's often those things that you usually won't hear me say those things unless I'm sharing something with all of you that may be relevant and relatable. That is very often when you're not crazy about your job. So how do you beat the blues? Go ahead, Robert. I mean, and this is, would it be Monday blues or
Yeah, I mean, I
Thursday
think,
blues?
you
Most
know,
people
I mean,
don't have the blues on Friday. They're getting very
no,
excited for
no,
the weekend.
Yeah, but no, I used to, when I would, I'm trying to think back when the last time I worked what they call a 9 to 5, a Monday to Friday. But I used to remember, like in school, that I used to be sad on
I got
Sunday
anxiety.
nights.
I got anxiety for Monday
that
going
Monday
back to school.
going back to school.
Because you also knew
know.
about the whole week ahead of you. School's a little different than work, even though school is your work as a child.
Yes, no, I agree.
But I do agree
But
that
Sunday
Monday-
nights is like when we used to watch, The Wonderful World of Disney. Meant that tomorrow was school, So, yeah, sativa. That's what you need.
Well, no, I agree that sativa actually offers the calm that one would need to, counter? No? What, no?
You have a very hard time
It's the opposite.
keeping track.
Indica
yeah,
is the one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, sativa gets you up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't need that. I need indigo.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Right, because that's why people call me sativa. Oh, Robert, come on. So
Like
I am
day
going to give a
one.
few
It's
tips.
day one. It's day one right here.
Okay, so the thing is this, okay, is that first of all, people should not necessarily, okay, Mondays you can still do things that, you know what, save the more intense things for Tuesday and Wednesday, okay? You don't necessarily have to dive right in every Monday for that to be, you know, to set the tone of your week.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think that people should basically be running on all cylinders all days.
Okay, so let me give you some tips on how to beat the blues. First of all, it says you should, first of all, give yourself a break on the weekends, right? Because it is about trying to find a balance. So as entrepreneurs, I know we do some sort of work a little bit every day, depending on what's ahead, what we're committed to.
I think the definition of weekend has changed a great deal
It's still
in
a
recent
mindset.
generations.
Yes.
People are. We're on a 7-day week.
But what I'm talking about, okay, what's more important is sticking to routines. So the thing is for instance, okay, I mean, you're having a problem sleeping in general every day. It doesn't matter if it's the weekday or the weekend. But sleep is one of those things that some people, you know, party hardy all weekend long, you know, and stay out really late, and then it really screws up the whole cycle.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's
right?
certain things that only, like, you can't go out on a Monday night unless you're, well, I can't even talk about in terms of.
But in general, okay.
Wait, but like, if you want to go out and see music, live music,
I mean, let's say
on
we
a
were-
Monday night,
Right.
you'd have very limited choices of where you could go out and hear live music
Yes.
on a Monday night.
Okay, well,
On a Friday night or Saturday night,
even a Thursday
you
night.
could go out and hear live music in a myriad of places because those things are generally scheduled when people have no work.
okay, listen, music also helps beat the blues.
But-
But
right.
I think what's important is to
Unless you're going to listen to the blues.
that doesn't make me sad. So I think, thank you for that comic relief. I think it's also important, I've said this before, about unplugging and disconnecting. So that's another thing, you know, I think you need to give your brain a rest from your,
Like do an acoustic set. Unplug.
well, listen to me, people get burnout, Robert, okay? I mean, I'd say the past couple of weeks, I needed to decompress a little. I know it's the summer, okay? And that sometimes affects, and weather and the storm. We weren't, actually, a big reason we were not here, okay, is not because we didn't want to be here. It's because the universe decided to have a storm. And there was a lot of people without power. A lot of people just getting their power back, depending where they are. And we were without internet and TV and cell service. So it was challenging. So I said to Robert, I think it was Wednesday, I said, okay, we got to go live. He says, Holly, we can't go live. Okay. Okay. So you don't want to mess with your
So
sleep
there.
cycle, but that's not something you can talk about, okay? Because you've been having a problem with your sleep, which is not good. Okay.
Not good.
I think it's also important to make
If anybody has an insomnia series they want to recommend to me that I can watch from 2 to 5 each morning.
Now, what I'm talking about is, we're not talking about the extremes, right? Because the thing is that the extremes means you need professional help. You know, if you're getting into a rut and depressed, that's separate. What I'm talking about is some easy solutions, okay? Okay, like even if you just make a list about things that make you excited or your goals, okay, that you want to achieve, something to look forward to. Or do you want to go, and I know this, like, you know, treat someone to a cup of coffee. I've said that. Doing something nice for someone else can sometimes put you in a better frame of mind. You also, you know, the thing is to avoid overscheduling on Mondays, okay? You don't have to necessarily do the big tasks on Mondays. You should also...
Well, you
Yeah.
don't want, like there are certain things you shouldn't do on Mondays because people wait to, like customer service calls. You don't want to do a customer service call at 9 o'clock on a Monday
my
because everybody from the weekend who's
And
refrigerating
you're gonna be on hold for like an
stop
hour.
working or whatever or what they need. you know,
Monday is a
they'll
sucky,
be
right? Don't, wait. It's actually like when we
Wait.
used to go to Costco, okay? We would
much
go
in the way like don't go to the DMV at the beginning of the month or the end of the month. Go in the
because
middle because
everything's expiring.
people want
So.
it to get there first, and people now are scrambling at the end.
But this is, if you write down your worries, because I always find writing things down make me feel a little better, okay?
Don't I know that?
And write things down when you're in overdrive, and I'm in overdrive a lot. I'm sure you're not
Most of the
surprised by
time.
that, right? But if you want to feel more calmer and more productive, that is a good thing to do. Now, the other thing is you should always question your lack of motivation.
Oh yes.
Like, where is the dread coming from? Right? Is it your boss? Is it a colleague? Now, mind you, I'm thinking very often the Monday, again, blues are usually connected
work.
to going to work. Okay. So also plan something fun. Maybe your Monday will be your new Friday, okay? No one said that you couldn't shift gears. So maybe you do a little work on Saturday and your Monday is more fun, okay?
Well, we typically do a little work through even the days where you would typically not
But
have work.
Well, we've taken our own advice here. Like I don't just talk these things. I actually live them, right? So I talk about treating yourself to something
Right.
because I find that lifts your spirits.
Gotcha.
So
What's up, Schutz?
there are things like, for instance, like maybe even starting off the day, making your partner their cup of coffee or their breakfast. Maybe that would, or other things that might pleasure your partner. Maybe you send a thank you note. Okay,
To your partner after they
after they
after they wake you up.
right. Okay, maybe you just give a friend a pep talk. Maybe you but actually, maybe even if you're not happy at your job, maybe you consider making a switch.
Get a new job.
Okay, well, the thing,
What a novel idea.
well, I
Hate
think
your
that-
job?
I think it's a I
Get a
think-
new job.
I think that people should take
Well, I mean,
stock
listen,
of what they
no,
do.
I have to tell you, the corporate world is both a blessing and a curse because let's say you really don't like your job, but you've been there a long time, you get good benefits, you make good money, you're waiting for your retirement, but you're miserable every day.
Hi,
But
Kathy.
it's very hard. What are you going to do? You're not going to quit a job that you've had 15 years, 18 years, and you got to hold out another 6-7 years for retirement. And
That's a different journey. Listen, I also think it's
Sucks.
important. I'll tell you. This is kind of a funny aside. It's important to, what I'm going to say, dress for success, but it's also important. I've always felt this. This is something I've talked about in the past. I haven't talked about in a while.
undress for success.
No, if you're in your pajamas, you're going to have a lazier approach. I really believe this. If kids go to school in their sweatpants, it's a lazier version. So you should always dress for success. So I know very often, I want to come live with you, and I give attention to what I'm going to wear. Now, actually, Robert even catches himself sometimes thinking, "Oh, you know what?
Like, wait a minute.
It might look the
'cause
same, but it's
I don't,
not."
I'm not.
You're not like
I
a
don't
clothes
like
junkie, yeah.
shop all the time and buy new clothes. So I mean, like you'll see stuff, and I got like a bunch of these shirts.
She's a lot of black shirts.
A lot of black
T-shirts
shirts
and polo
stuff,
shirts.
So it's
Mostly.
like. But usually, like people when they go on TV, they get wardrobe
Well,
supplied by.
But
you know.
I have a lot in my closet.
Oh my God! Please.
And Robert says my clothes have names. But,
They do have names.
okay, listen. What's in? Go ahead. I think it's H&M. Go ahead.
I
look.
don't care.
Will you look at the label?
I don't care.
Okay. So actually, Robert said this isn't orange, as my children would say it in New Jersey, which is ridiculous. It's orange. They say it's peach. It's not. It's orange, and I like it. It's with my olive green shorts. But
It's more like cantaloupe.
I have to tell you, I have put on, when we didn't go live, I was really upset because I got dressed with the intention of wearing something different
Oh, bummer.
because I want to treat you to wearing
Oh,
something.
how nice.
I'm treating you and them.
Thank you.
Yes. So dressing, I think it's important for frame of mind.
Frame of mind.
Okay. You shower every morning to
I
get,
do.
I
To
don't.
get rid of the smell.
Okay. So what else? We are going to talk about your topic tomorrow. So don't even, okay, we won't
Okay.
even say what it is.
Better write it down because
No,
I'm going to forget.
I remember, okay. But this is it, okay? The most important thing is to be fulfilled. And that matters. Having balance in your life personally and professionally,
Okay.
and feeling fulfilled. And just because it's Monday,
It's Monday?
it's Monday. Now, this is the kind of thing that I probably should have talked about earlier in the day. So this way, maybe you would have felt a little better earlier should you be experiencing the Monday blues. But I didn't come on earlier. And I'm telling you now, for next Monday, on what you could potentially do
Save your blues
to
for
minimize stress in that in between the ears.
Tuesday.
You know?
Save your blues for Tuesday.
Save your blues. Blues Clues. Remember
Right,
Blues Clues?
I do.
love Blues
Are we
Clues.
almost done?
Yes.
Good.
So I want people to feel happy.
Happy. Happy.
Yes. Have you I don't feel any different on Monday than I do any other day.
Well, I'm gonna feel you, and then I will tell you.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna compare that to feeling you on Tuesday,
He likes
and
feeling
then again
me.
on Wednesday.
I hope
And I'm going
that-
to make a comparison of all 3 days
Importantly,
of how you feel.
I hope that all of you, if
I
you had
can
power outage,
guess right now you're going to feel wonderful.
I am having a flash. Is right now. I am schwitzing. Schutz, I'm schwitzing.
It is warm out here.
I
It's thick.
have to tell you all that
Get it out, baby. Get
wait
it
a
out.
second. Wait,
You keep losing your train of thought.
yes,
Yes.
I am.
You're gonna have to. You need more brain boost.
No, I was telling everybody, no, I always come back, Robert. You know it.
Mhm.
And I should be taking my brain boost. That did help, by the way.
Yes.
It's a very good product by Isogenics. FYI.
Yeah, but you were sprinkling it in your hair.
Stop it, silly. I actually am going to be sharing. A couple of my high school friends have some really great products that I'm going to be sharing soon, so stay tuned. Hey, Kate, we love you.
Beautiful Kate.
So, listen, importantly, if you had power out last week and you also, had to throw away a lot of your food because you didn't have some place to put it.
Orange.
And yes, orange. And if you were without cell service or you were without your television, I have to tell you, okay, that's what I said I originally wanted to talk about last
it's
week.
Times like this, you need a pool table.
It was, no, I guess you were resourceful. I love what you did. We watched television on this little phone. We did.
No, so
Well, 2
I
days
went-
in a row,
When
we
we
did two
didn't
different
have
things.
when we didn't have
Yeah.
internet,
You went to go
I
find some.
drove around so to find open Wi-Fi because like the town, all of the town wasn't down. So I drove over to like Dunkin', and where else did I go? I went in
You were near
by
CVS. You were near the
a
CVS shopping
CVS
center.
over there, and I downloaded a bunch of Schitt's Creek episodes from Netflix onto my phone, and then a couple of Umbrella, what is it called? Umbrella Society?
Academy. Oh, you watch that?
Umbrella Academy.
You watch that?
Yeah, that's the one you don't like.
I know. I didn't know you continued watching it.
Well, what do you think I do at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning?
I'm
when
glad you're
sitting
watching
awake?
something that you enjoy. But you know what? Then we
So
were
I downloaded
streaming.
that.
Then we're streaming
And then we lied in
America's
bed
Got
and watched
Talent.
Yeah, then the Xfinity app was working
Kicked in.
over cellular.
So I have to say,
So we were able to entertain ourselves.
it's one thing to electively unplug. It's another thing when you are kind of without it.
But you know what?
You can't work.
But here's the perfect thing, right?
I mean, you can. You got to move and go somewhere where you can.
Everyone says like, oh, you got to put your shit in the cloud. Put it in the cloud. Put it in the cloud.
Yeah.
Well, that's great
Except,
for backup, except when you don't have access to the cloud,
correct.
and then you can't do anything.
We couldn't do anything.
Right.
Okay.
So like
For a
all our
day.
contracts are in the cloud, all of our graphics are in the cloud, or it's like, so that's we couldn't do shit.
But I hope you're all safe. I hope you're all I hope that most of you have your power back. I know my friends in Long Island where it was out for days and days.
People are still out. People are still out.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
People are still
I'm
out.
really sorry. But you
All
know
right,
what?
let's go. Let's save some of this
Okay,
energy.
and we're getting bitten again.
Yes.
Ooh, there's a worm on the floor.
Ooh.
Dead one.
Ugh.
Have an amazing evening, everybody, and we'll be back soon. Bye.